week, and they have. They played them Sunday, won by double digits to take care of business. LeBron James clinched the playoff spot Tuesday with a win against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and these Thunder if they can take care of business. Lakers were down a couple. Now they're within one thanks to the long ball by Luka. Dalton Connect denied at the rim by Isaiah Hartenstein. This might be the block of the year. I mean, just meet me at the apex. Thunder were up 80-72 at the break, where early goings in the third. LeBron pulling. He had a team-high 28, still doing it, 40 years young. Lakers to within 4. Now it's Luka from way downtown. Give the Lakers a 2-point lead with 2 minutes left in the third. The Thunder now trail by half a dozen, but this is a team that has closeout capability. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his streak of going for 20-plus, 30-plus, that continues. Fourth quarter, 8 to go. Luka hits this innocent floater in the paint, but it was anything but innocent. He had been hit with a technical earlier in the game. After he makes the bucket, he yells something towards the sideline. He says it was towards a fan, but you see the referee in between whatever Luka said and the fans. So he got hit with a technical, which means he's ejected. This is Luka's explanation after the game.
I never got a fan ejected, never. But if we're going to talk, I'm going to talk back like always. So that had nothing to do with the ref, so I didn't really understand.
JG Wentworth here in studio says that ejection ruined his 12-leg parlay. We're sorry about that, JG. So now SGA and the Thunder are trying to take full advantage. Alex Caruso hits the triple to give the Thunder a 2-point lead, 6 minutes to play. As the Lakers are trying to maintain the 3 seed in the Western Conference, the Thunder have already bottled up that top seed. Thunder up by 5, and then more SGA. 42 points for him. He had 6 rebounds. Thunder go on to win this game. Another double-digit win for your top seed in the Western Conference, 136-120, your final.
Where were they in the standings coming in? 4-way tie for 5th in the West, taking on Giannis and the Bucks. Where was the lead for the winners of 5 straight? All right, Ant-Man, the lead right now at 17, make it 20. He had 25 points, but only one of them in the fourth quarter. In that fourth, Dante DiVincenzo, ball movement. Dante, 3 Vincenzo. They're all good, man. T-Wolves are up by 24, but here come the Bucks. Giannis stepping into a 3. 23 points, 13 boards. He had 10 dimes, finding A.J. Green there in the corner. That's a triple-double for Giannis, 10th of this season, tying his own franchise record, and now this game is tied at 97. And we've got a little bit of a shove down between Rudy Gobert and Kevin Porter Jr. This is a big tree that falls hard, right there. And both players get a double tech. KPJ standing over him. Okay. Gary Trent Jr. also gets a tech. To be clear, it's not that both players got 2 technical fouls, because then Kevin Porter Jr. wouldn't be around to do this. Coming up on the business end of the fine from Gary Trent Jr., there were 8 turnovers in the fourth quarter for Minnesota. The zone for the Bucks defensively just causing all sorts of nightmares. KPJ up to Giannis. It caps a 34-3 run, and Milwaukee down 24, they win by 7.
The only way the Suns can get into the playoffs now is winning out and getting some help. This after Steph and the Warriors beat Phoenix by almost 40 last night. Steph 9x'd his production from Sunday's loss to the Rockets, where he only had 3 points. Quick math, he had 25 last night to keep hold of the 6th seed in the Western Conference for those Warriors, who are part of the free-for-all in the West with just 5 days left in the regular season. The Dubs, one of 4 teams who are just a game behind the Lakers for the 3 seed. The only 2 seeds locked up in the West right now are the top 2 seeds in Oklahoma City and the Houston Rockets, and that is why we need to explore deeper with our basketball analyst, Monica McNutt, joining the program. McNutt, good morning. Great to see you. 3 through 8. It is bumper-to-bumper rush hour traffic with 5 days to go in the season. So how will the final West seeding affect these playoffs?
Well, the big thing in terms of being able to control where you land is you want to avoid the Oklahoma City Thunder in that first spot. And that's, you don't want to be the 8 team either playing, and I think you want to avoid the 4-5 matchup if you can, because that means you would get the Thunder in the second round. But beyond that, Strysky, this is going to be so much fun. It's going to matter until the last games of the regular season for a number of these teams. In fact, I remember looking at these standings last night, and it looked a little bit different than what we're looking at right now. And so outside of avoiding the Thunder, and I know some organizations probably are not as fearful of the Thunder as I might be, based on their experience, I think as a collective they've got tremendous experience, and I do not think anything about their regular season success is a fluke.
You take a look at that bracket, and you're looking at a 5-seed Denver Nuggets team who are now without a coach. Some bizarre things going on in the Western Conference. One of those matchups in the West would be Warriors-Lakers. The Lakers, Randy, have an interesting one tonight.
Sure do. The get-in price there, pushing 4 figures down at the American Airlines Center. The prodigal son returning will do that. Luka Doncic going against the Mavs in Dallas for the first time. Demand meets Demad. Demad fans who wish Luka was still a Maverick after that stunner of a trade back on February 1st. The Lakers, Monica McNutt, clinch the 3 seed if they can get 2 wins in their last 3 games. So what do you expect from Luka tonight?
Did you say Demad? What is
Yeah. Some of them work, Monica. Some of them need to be workshopped.
I love the 3-box with you guys on this glorious morning. All right, to your question, here's the thing. The Mavs are not competing, and the Lakers need the game, as Streisky and I just talked about how tight it is in that Western Conference. So I expect the Lakers to win, and I expect Luka to have an effective performance. Now, whether that is 20 and 10, 30, I have room for the variations in terms of how Luka Doncic will play. But yes, this is the return, and that is certainly a storyline. But more importantly, the Lakers need this basketball game. And since the Mavs are not in a real contention spot, they don't have any room for error. So when LeBron told Luka to fit out, I think that is applied 5 times over tonight.
That's what some of these jokes are, you know. Sometimes they just fit out. Luka McNutt to L.A. is one of the more shocking moves of the season, to be sure. But the other one yesterday, the Nuggets firing their head coach, Michael Malone, and the GM with whom he may have been beefing, Calvin Booth, with 3 games left in the season. Monica, what do you make of the move this late?
Well, I think the GM piece, to my understanding, he was not re-upped in terms of re-signing with the organization. So I don't know if the GM is surprising. Here's my thing, Randy Scott.
Yes, ma'am.
This move cannot happen if Nikola Jokic does not say or says do not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying that he said do it, but he just certainly did not say do not. That seems to be one thing that you can bank on being thematic in today's NBA. That if a star says don't do something, more times than not, it's not going to happen. I just think when you have squeezed everything out of a group to get to the mountaintop, as Michael Malone was able to do, eventually you are still dealing with millionaires and you're still dealing with human beings, and it kind of is understandable that the voice can go a little bit stale after you have maximized this group and taken them to a championship. And so I find this to be odd, but when you look at this happening earlier this year with the Sacramento Kings, when Mike Brown went out, Doug Christie took that team on a 10 out of 12 winning streak initially. So do you get the David Edelman, our favorite assistant, bump right in time for the playoffs? It's feasible. But at the centerpiece, you still have a core and an MVP quality guy in Nikola Jokic.
Monica McNutt, if you woke up early with us more often, you'd get used to it.
Week, and they have. They played them Sunday, won by double digits to take care of business. LeBron James clinched the playoff spot Tuesday with a win against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and these Thunder if they can take care of business. Lakers were down a couple. Now they're within 1 thanks to the long ball by Luka. Dalton Connect denied at the rim by Isaiah Hartenstein. This might be the block of the year. I mean, just meet me at the apex. Thunder were up 80-72 at the break. We're early goings in the third. LeBron pulling. Yeah, team high 28, still doing it, 40 years young. Lakers to within 4. Now it's Luka from way downtown. Give the Lakers a 2-point lead with 2 minutes left in the third. The Thunder now trail by half a dozen, but this is a team that has closeout capability. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his streak of going for 20-plus, 30-plus, that continues. Fourth quarter, 8 to go. Luka hits this innocent floater in the paint, but it was anything but innocent. He had been hit with a technical earlier in the game. After he makes the bucket, he yells something towards the sideline. He says it was towards a fan, but you see the referee in between whatever Luka said and the fans. So he got hit with a technical, which means he's ejected. This is Luka's explanation after the game.
I never got a fan ejected, never.